The sign on the freeway says Museum of History and Natural History, as if there are two museums. I really was curious for many, many years, driving past that sign, what does a Museum of History consist of, and natural history. So we're going to check it out. Alright, walking in. I'm going to come back to that room, but I see skulls and things. She said one of these was the biggest in the state of Oregon. This is a mastodon, Columbian mammoth, and woolly mammoth, apparently, and a bison something, American lion, and a kitty cat. No, I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, it is, kitty cat. Saber-tooth cat. That's a dire wolf.
Oh. They have a short-faced bear.
And that's a short-faced bear.
Isn't that cool? That is so cool.
Yeah, I thought it would be worth pulling over and checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, much more impressive than I
Their
thought.
legs are a lot longer.
They have longer legs.
They're a little bit.
This is a ground sloth claw. Or, in other words, a claw from a ground sloth. Pretty big. Giant beaver. Does look like it would be a giant. And I did. Woolly mammoth tusk. Mammoth lower jaw. A mastodon tusk. And the tooth of a mastodon. Ooh, I'm sure glad I wasn't his dentist. And this is the exhibit where you get to play. And you can find things in the dirt, just like a real archaeologist. Or a person who digs up dinosaurs. Okay, that's one. Anything here? Ooh, look at that. Look at all these wonderful things we're finding. Wow. All right. Saber-toothed cat skull. Here are some other taxidermied things, including fish. Now there is a sucker. I mean, literally, it's a coarse scale sucker. Some other hidden critters scurrying about. That's a mountain lion skull, and it's in the display with a few other animals. A bear and the cub. That's a black bear. Very common. And there's a cute little cub. Roosevelt elk. We have a lot of those on the coast. A peregrine falcon. Here's a little cave. Alright, this is the campground with some of the visitors that you may encounter. There's your tent. And up over here, if you're not careful, got somebody else watching you. This is camping at its finest. Okay, these are the American beaver, and they are really big. And this fella hiding in the back. Now here's somebody you haven't stuffed yet. Look at the poor fella. Yeah. That's right. He's swimming against the glass, so he's not going anywhere. Probably very frustrated. He's a beautiful creature. He's what?
He's friendly.
Oh, I thought you said he was pregnant. So here's some wolves.
Wow.
Now, this is a tasty treat, but who would want a pile of mice like that? The barn owl loves a pile of mice like that. Many, many birds.
His horde of dead
And
mice.
if you ever wanted to know what some of these owls sounded like, let's find out what a barn owl sounds like. Well, that's horrible. How about a saw-whet owl? Now that one's more interesting. Now, the harbor seal. Pretty good diorama here. Along with his friends. This is the skull of a gray whale. That's the skull of a gray whale, and there is a whale's tooth. Now, I bought a whale's tooth from Bazooka Joe back in the 60s, and it wasn't that big. This is the whale's tooth that I got from Bazooka Joe. It's not quite the same size, and it didn't come with the chain either. I had to put the chain on it too. Some more bird displays. There we go. And a nest. Okay, and the nets that they use to capture the whales. And some more working clothing for a Chinese laborer in 1900s. Some more pioneer history. Another diorama here of the Gardner Mill Company around 1900. We made a full circle and we're back to the first fossilized remains that we looked at. And again, that's a very impressive mammoth skull. So kind of an overview of the natural history part of this museum. It's very impressive. Small, nice. Worth the admission price. All right, we have to have a Native American first settlers exhibit. This is a portrait of Esther Labonte of Glide, Oregon. She was the last full-blooded Native American of Umpqua descent. Antique guns. Every museum has to have guns. Gold. This is where a trapper would live. A trapper's cabin would look something like that. This is a beaver fur hat. I would not know that it's made out of beaver fur, but that's what the sign says. And naturally, they have wine on exhibit. You have to have a wine from Oregon Valley while you are at the museum. This looks like an old bottling machine to bottle the wine in, one bottle at a time. Kind of slow. I think we're going to try to go down here next. There's a class going on. I guess they just let out or something. But we'll see what we can see and get out of here. All right. The inside of the wagon. Let's walk around it and see what it looks like. With all the supplies and things that they can fit in there, including the chicken. And here's the local merchant selling their apples, produce, other items, things, stuff, whatnot, home goods, canneries. There she is with her cash register. They have some outside exhibits. John Deere tractor. Yippee. Right now they're currently restoring this passenger car, I think she said, that used to run through town. Cannot access it right now because it is being refurbished. This must be the depot. So, well, check it out. Okay, we just walked in and we're disturbing somebody who's at work, so be very quiet. He's obviously listening to something, needs to type it down. Alright, now we're inside where we can get a better view. Oh, look, it activated the train. Oh boy. Woohoo! Here we go. Let's get a shot of the train coming around the bend. There we go. As soon as you come in, it activates the train. There's also a logger's bunkhouse to take a look at. Take a look at this logger's bunkhouse. That's where he sleeps.
I see.
And that's where he works. Long commute. Takes him hours to get there. Well, overall, I'd say it's a very nice little museum. Short stop. And reasonably priced.